What is happening, everyone? Right here I hold the key to getting this Camaro stopping. This Camaro. That Camaro. Engine swap. So the bigger cam in it reduced the vacuum so much that the vacuum booster really isn't doing a whole lot, the brake booster. So this right here is an electric vacuum pump. Just for the brake booster. Let's open it up. Let's get to it. So this kit is fairly inexpensive. Coming in at about $160, I believe. I paid for it. It comes with everything you need, and the only thing, I watched a couple videos on it, the only thing I didn't really care for is it's a little bit loud. But careful placement under the hood. Oh man, that's heavy too. Yes, so this is it. Here she is. It's in a Ziploc bag. Look at that. Wow. Okay, there she is. So you got your exhaust, and your vacuum hose is going to go to your sensor and then out to the brake booster. So they give you plenty of vacuum hose here, so that's cool. Don't think I needed any, but in case you do. Oh, look at this! Something you don't get a whole lot on eBay. Installation instructions. So there is a relay in here, so it'll actually show you how to hook the relay up and all that stuff. Obviously, we are going to need a 12 volt switched on, and then we'll wire in the relay. So your vacuum pump will go out to its sensor, and then that sensor will trigger the relay when it drops below 18 inches of mercury. And there's your sensor. Bam bam. Cool, cool. And oh, you got to pin your own connector. Okay, cool. A little DIY here. And wow, you don't even have to rip the tape on this box. It's right here. And then here's your wiring and relay. Everything right there. And you know, got holes in that too. Cool. Relay. Yeah. So I suppose first thing I'm gonna do, they don't give you a fuse tap, but I use fuse taps, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's a big old fuse though. And honestly, seeing as how I use a fuse tap, I don't even have to use that thing. And honestly, oh yeah, mounting. All your mounting hardware and everything is included in that as well. So I'm gonna read up on this, and so I don't screw it up too bad, you know what I mean? All right, so far pretty straightforward. What I'm gonna need to do, I'm gonna mount the pump first in a decent location using the rubber mounting points in the kit. Next, I'm going to, after that, I'm gonna mount the switch, and then I'm gonna mount the relay. So the switch needs to be grounded to the vehicle, so probably right on the firewall will be suitable, but I'll find a spot. So I'll get these mounted up real quick on the 3rd gen, and then all 3 of these, and then I'll come back, show you guys before I dabble with the wiring, which is super simple. All right, before I start the wiring, here is what I got going on, guys. I got vacuum pump mounted where the evap canister used to be. I'm actually gonna put the canister back in and hook it back up and set it right here, just for giggles. So, and then I have the vacuum line running to the sensor that is hopefully grounded right here. If not, I'll have to get a strap on it. And then from the sensor out to the brake booster. And then the relay, I already started the self-tapper. It's gonna go right here. So next order of business is I am going to go into the fuse box and self-tap an ignition source. Splice tap. Not self-tap. I have fuse taps. There we go, fuse taps. And then I'm gonna put a 10 amp on that and then run it out here, and then that guy, I'll show you the schematic, but that will run to the relay, and then the switch I have to pin, and that's going to run to the relay as well, along with the ground. So give you a look at the instructions there. If you've ever dealt with relays before, it makes sense. If not, it's pretty easy to do. So right here, so number 1 is here on your relay. That's going to be the vacuum switch. That's what's going to trigger your relay. Number 2 here is your positive from the fuse source, and then your vehicle ground is going to be number 3 here, and then 5 is going to be the black to the motor. So super simple. I'm going to get all this in, and because I'm going to be using a fuse tap, I am not going to be using this. This you would need if you were just kind of tapping in, like sticking it in your fuse box like old school people used to do. Just kind of put that wire down there and then push the other fuse in. But that was before they made these bad boys. So I'm going to put that guy in there, and then the original fuse will go there. This is the fuse to my fusible link. And yeah, I'll show you. All right, y'all, the wiring is complete. So let me show you what I did here. Well, first on the inside. Let's go on the inside here. Kick you over sideways a second. But there's the fuse box with the fuse tap on the lower right. That's the radio fuse tap, and the other one is for the sniper EFI. I ran that through the firewall, up and over. And what happens here is that 12-volt switched gets spliced into the same female connector as the red on the pump. And then your negative on the pump goes to number 5 on the relay. Number 1 is from your switch, which is right here. I just had to pin that. And you do need your special crimpers for that, just so you know. But they're not much on eBay or Amazon. And then the other one was the chassis ground, which I did right here. So hopefully it grounds correctly. But I have my hose running, and then up to the master. The brake master, or the brake booster, jeez. And I'm ready to turn this thing on and see if it starts. Well, it should start, because it's not going to sense any vacuum, because I'm not going to start the motor even. But before I do that, I need to plug my line from the intake manifold. All right, so here's the test. I mounted the relay. We're gonna kick the key on and see what happens. Oh yeah, she's running. Yep. And it should get up to 24 and then shut off. Yeah, there. Look at that! Yes! Now the next step is to actually test it and make sure that I have brakes, and that was the real problem. So, a couple minutes to clean this mess up. Alright guys, that was the problem. Yeah, definitely not enough vacuum. So adding that vacuum pump definitely fixed the issue. Now I have brakes. They're super touchy, as they should be. Now I can drive the thing. Now I can go get fitted for an air filter and actually maybe get this thing tuning itself and on the road so I can drive it, because I mean this thing deserves a lot. So I'm going to let it sit here idle, learn itself a little bit on the system. As you remember, if you've been following me, I got the Holley Sniper EFI kit on here. So really ready to enjoy this car. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Installing one of these vacuum pumps is not a big deal at all. I mean, the instructions helped, obviously. So, till we meet again, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later.